Welcome to the Uzziah Show, where being young, black, and successful is celebrated. It's me, y'all. I am your host, Uzziah, your success strategist. And if you want answers to your questions about career, business, or finances, then this is the show for you. But let me give you a little bit of background on myself. So in 2013, I paid off over $95,000 in student loans 2 years after graduating from Baylor University. Shout out to the Baylor Bears. And from that time, I've been all about trying to educate our community on how to level up. I am a real estate investor, a best-selling author, and an entrepreneur. And really, this show is all about helping us get ahead. So if you're tapping in with me right now and you're online, I want to show you some love. So leave me a comment right now with your name and your city. All right. Leave me a comment right now. Let me know that you're on. Make sure that you share this with family and friends. This show is for you. Mine and Physique. What's good, brother? Thanks for joining us. All right. So For those of you that are just getting on, welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you here. Make sure that you chime in. Let me know your name and your city. I'm looking forward to some of y'all getting on camera. I'm looking forward to some of us talking. This is the very first Uzziah show. Okay, this is definitely a milestone. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about why I created this show and how it's going to benefit you. You know, I know a lot of y'all was thinking, man, the Uzziah show, what's that? What's he about to talk about? Oh, we're going to talk about a lot on this show, y'all. We're going to get real. We're going to get raw. We're going to get uncut. We're going to get unfiltered. Y'all got enough of my well done, perfectly edited videos on this channel already. Here, we're going to keep it a buck. We're going to keep it all the way a stack. And I'm going to open up the lines for comments and Q&A, okay? Because I want our family to see you too. Last but not least, this show is to celebrate your wins, to help you get ahead, okay? This is where your success will be celebrated. And on top of that, I'm making this show a platform to promote your business, all right? Now, who's in favor of that? How many black business owners we got in the house? All right. Shout out to the sister Mayshars on. Shout out to the House of Azaniah. You know, they always in the house. You know, they always showing love. Mind and Physique. What's going on? Out of Rosita. Ariel. We got Linda Harris. Sister L. Harris. Shout out, shout out, shout out. Much love, much love. My brother Yakin. The brother Elder Yakin from the mighty, mighty, mighty True Spirit of Christ. That brother, he might know a thing or two about the scriptures, y'all. If y'all trying to get right spiritually and get right with the word of God, then please check the brother out, True Spirit of Christ. My brother, man, from another mother, my right-hand man, Shevis Watson. Peace, black man. Peace, black man. I'm happy to see you on, man. Hey, let's celebrate this brother, Shevis Watson, this brother, Shevis. He recently completed a graduation program. I'm so excited for the brother. I can't even put together my words. The brother Shevis Watson, man, this brother, he recently completed a graduation program, a special program. This is a very active brother in the community. He completed that out at the University of Houston, and he is on to bigger and better things en route to law school, man. Whenever y'all see this brother, think about the show for life, all right? I look at this brother and I call the brother Aaron in my mind because he has that same spirit if y'all ever watched that show. But let's really give a round of applause to that brother Shevis, man. Congratulations to you, my brother. Continue to strive for great things. Shout out to my brother Abiel, the Red Pill Popper, okay? Shout out to all of my brothers and sisters that are in the house. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So happy to see all of y'all on, and make sure y'all spread the word. Like I said, this is the first of many shows. I'm going to open up the phone lines so that way we can start getting y'all on, so y'all can start chiming in, tapping in, camming up, and we're going to celebrate your wins just like we did with the brother Shevis. So let me know what y'all got going on. All right. Don't hide it from me. I want to make sure that your businesses are featured on this platform. And let's talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so with this show, the Uzziah show, I'm going to give y'all a lot of free game about how to level up. My job is to help you reach your goals as quickly as possible. That's what this channel is all about. This channel is all about you becoming the best version of yourself. But in order to do this show, I only ask for 3 things in return. Y'all ready? Number 1 is this is free, y'all. I promise this part right here is for free. Thing number 1, no bad energy. All right. We're going to talk about a lot of topics on this channel, and we may not always agree on everything. I know I'm putting myself out there, and some of the things that I'm going to say, some of y'all might side eye me a little bit for some of my commentary, but just because we may not agree on certain things, brothers and sisters, let's not use that as an excuse to get ignorant. Y'all already know how society looks at us. Let's not prove them right on the things that they have to say. Let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it positive, and let's show love at all times. All right. No bad energy, y'all. The second thing is keep the engagement going. Keep the engagement going. Keep the engagement going. Keep the engagement going. All right. Brother Dion is in the house. Shalom, my brother. Peace, peace unto you. Grace and peace unto all of you brothers and sisters that are joining. Welcome to the Uzziah show, where you're going to get not only professional development, this is going to be for spiritual development, because we're going to talk about how to take your worldly success and connect it into the ways of the Most High. That's one big thing that a lot of our people are missing out on, branching in the godly element of why you do what you do, physically, mentally, financially, and spiritually. All right. It's all combined. It all goes together. And we're going to talk about that. So, brother, thank you for joining. Again, no bad energy on this chat. Let's keep the energy flowing, y'all. What I mean when I say keep the energy flowing, I don't want this to be a dry platform. I need my people talking at all times, whether you're right, whether you're wrong. As long as you're being respectful with it, let's keep the conversation going. This is a place for us to have the conversation, okay? So let's keep these conversations going. As y'all see, I'm going to take y'all's comments and put it on the screen as I see it. Also, I want y'all to actually dial into the show, all right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give y'all a link to be able to cam up and actually get on the show, all right? I'm giving y'all a link so y'all can cam up and get on the show. Make sure that you are in a good location where you got good lighting, so that way people can see your face and they can hear your voice. Send me comments on YouTube. Make sure that you tap in, cam up to get on the show. And let's keep the likes up, y'all. I need to make sure that we keeping these likes up. All right. Keep these likes up. Keep these likes up. Keep these likes up. I'm going to get on y'all if we don't have these likes up on this show. We need to make sure that this show has 50% likes at all times, because what I really want to do with this show, y'all, is I want this to be able to reach out to all of the brothers and sisters that don't know about this. All of the brothers and sisters who would love to tap in, to love to see more people like us winning, thriving, getting ahead in life. But that's never going to happen if they don't know that it exists. So I ask y'all, all right, this is your brother reaching out, giving you a brotherly request. Please keep the likes at 50% or higher. Now, a lot of y'all have come to me in the past asking me very specific questions about your personal life, whether it pertained to business, whether it pertained to finance, so many different things. If you have a question that you want to be addressed on this channel during this show, do me a favor and leave me a super chat with the question. All right. If I'm going to pause the show to address something that's specific to you, do us all a favor and leave us a super chat just as a quick sponsorship, just to let us know that your heart is in the right place, your energy is in the right place, and we can support you as needed. All right. So with that being said, y'all, those are the two things. No bad energy. Keep the engagement going. All right. And even if you don't have a question, but you just want to sponsor this show because you like where it's going, then please leave a super chat. All right. Leave a super chat. It'll really go a long way. And I'll make sure to shout you out. And last but not least, the third thing, we have to make sure that we promote these businesses correctly in our community. So I don't want y'all to just get on here and start spamming whatever in the comments section. And let me tell you the reason why. I want to do my part to give you a platform. That's why this show is created. I know a lot of y'all are starting businesses, thinking about starting businesses, and it's so hard to get your first break. It's hard to get your first sale. It's hard to get your foot in the door. So when you join the show, all you have to do is tell me about what you're doing, and I will promote your business for you. As you can see right now, we have 7,000 subscribers. And quick shout out to all of y'all that are subscribed. If you're not subscribed right now, please do so. Okay. Shout out to this brother, Yasha Allah. Shout out to the brother Yasha Allah. Shout out to the brother Yasha Allah for the $15 super chat. Peace to you, my brother. Shalom, shalom. Thank you for that love, King. Thank you for that love. Really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting a Black business. See, this is what this is all about. And this is the reason why I'm telling y'all, I want you to get attention on this platform. I want your business to get attention on this platform. The reason I created Black Men's Career is because I want to see Black people winning, okay? And this is nothing against any other community or any other culture, but we have to start investing in ourselves, y'all. So by y'all coming on this show, I want you to send me an email at Uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. So that way I can promote your business on a future show. Y'all with me? I want you to send me an email at Uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. And I want you to outline all of the details that you want promoted on the show pertaining to your business. All right. So this includes things like your website, the details of what it is that you do, how people can learn more about what you have to offer, and allow me to be the plug. Allow me to promote you. Allow me to help put you on. This show is really about you and your improvement and your betterment. It's about us looking out for each other. All right. So from here on out, for future shows, this is all about promoting you and helping you have the best opportunity to win. But today, we're really just going to talk about why I created this show in the first place. All right. So let's keep it respectful. Let's keep the engagement flowing. If there's a question that you have pertaining to your own life, feel free to leave a super chat with that comment in the super chat. And I'll help you if you have a question pertaining to business, a question pertaining to your finances. If you're looking to get a better job, we can talk about all of that. Just do not randomly promote your business in the comments, because the comments section is really dedicated to keeping the focus on the show, y'all. Again, this is a part of keeping it respectful. I'm going to plug you. I'm going to put you on. All I need is you to do your part and send me the information. And let me put this part in there as well, because this is a Uzziah show. So y'all are going to get all of me. Your business, in order for it to be the right fit, it has to align with the commandments of the Most High. Okay. If you have a business that goes against the commandments of the Most High, because the commandments of the Most High is what I'm all about, brothers and sisters. I don't know if y'all know that. Okay. I live by the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, using the Bible as my spiritual book. Okay. Shout out to the 12. So if you have a business that you want to be featured on my channel, it doesn't have to be like a super duper spiritual business, but it cannot be something that goes against my moral compass. So if you own a strip club, I'm sorry, I can't put you on. If you are slinging dope, I'm sorry, I can't put you on. That's the reason why I said, before I promote any business, reach out, send me an email at Uzziah@blackmenscareer.com with all the details. I will review it. I'm going to do this show from Monday to Friday, y'all, if it be the Lord's will. So as early as tomorrow, I could be promoting your business. So make sure that you send me an email, plug in all the details, and if it's the right fit, I'll be the plug. All right. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into why I started this show. And I need you to really start to, tap in with me. I need you to tell me if you can resonate with these 3 reasons on why I started the Uzziah show in the first place. Shout out to the brother Azaniah. Shout out to that brother, man. That's my brother, man. That's my man. He asked a couple questions. He asked, how did you become a best-selling author? Great question. So basically, how I became a best-selling author is that I took my experiences in graduating from college, paying off $95,000 in student loan debt, and then packaging that into a framework that anybody could take and run with. I got an assistant around me, y'all. She's going to show us the book, the How to Succeed Survival Guide. You know, as Anaya, she about to put my assistant to work. But basically, y'all, what I wanted to do is I wanted to be able to take my skills and I wanted to be able to package it up in a way that I could deliver value to a lot of people. And that's one of the biggest things that we're going to talk about in the Uzziah show is how you can take your skills and your gifts and begin to monetize on it, whether that is in a book, whether that is in a course, whether that is in an e-commerce product, whatever it may be. What I want to do is I want to be able to show y'all how to be able to take your gifts and learn how to monetize on it. So shout out to my assistant. Yes, she's a willing worker. Azaniah, don't worry. And this is the book that Elder Azaniah is talking about, the How to Succeed Survival Guide. All right. So this is a free book that you can get on my website, Black Men's Career. But some of you may have seen the book, the valedictorian that lives at home with mommy and daddy. Some of y'all saw that on Amazon. That's a best-selling book. And I promoted that book extensively on Amazon. All right. So in terms of how I went about doing that, it was really, in a nutshell, me taking all of my experiences on how I paid off my student loans, what were the best practices on me getting out of college, me using an audio recorder to write my book. That's where a lot of y'all get tripped up when you think about writing a book. How many of y'all have ever even thought about writing a book? I'm not going to get too deep on that right now because, you know, we still got the show to do. But I'm just, again, giving out some free game to let y'all know that this show is for you and your success. I didn't just want to take all of my own success and just run away with it. This is really for your benefit. So one of the biggest things that I would encourage for anybody that's trying to get in the author game is to simply start talking on an app called Rev. Pull out your smartphone. Go to the App Store, download an app called Rev Recorder. And while you're traveling on a road trip, just start talking through a lot of the content that you want to go over, okay? Because as you put all of that out on your audio recording, by the time that you're done audio recording, you can actually have someone transcribe all of your audio into text. And that's a win for a lot of y'all that'll stand in front of a computer and you just get writer's block as soon as you start trying to put some words on a paper. Y'all ever experienced that? So Rev is an easy app that can help you get started. Once you have all of the transcriptions done, you can then take this into book. I highly recommend using services like Fiverr.com to help you put the book together. And if you are trying to get on a bestseller level, I recommend that you first start to promote your book on Amazon. Okay. As many of you know, under Amazon's product, it has a bestseller ranking. And then, you know, we could talk a little bit further about how to make sure that you have a list of committed people who are willing to buy the book and things like that. But that, in a nutshell, Azaniah, is how to become a best-selling author. So hopefully y'all got some game right there. Shout out to the 12. Once again, make sure if you're just joining, make sure that you're liking, make sure that you're subscribing. Make sure that you super chat. Show the brother some love. If you found some value behind what I just said, sponsor. Let's keep this thing going. But while y'all are doing that, let's get into the topic, man. Let's get into the topic. The topic is why I started this show. Why did I start the Uzziah show? The reason I started the Uzziah show is because we need our own platform where we can support each other. We need our own platform where we can support each other. My people, we are the worst people when it comes to supporting our own. And I say this respectfully. I love my people, but we are some of the worst people on the planet when it comes to supporting our own culture. And let me back this behind some data and statistics. The average lifespan of a dollar recycled in the Asian community is 28 days. The average lifespan of a dollar recycled in the Jewish community is 19 days. When I'm talking about dollars being recycled, I'm saying from the time that you get paid, your dollar either stays with you or goes into somebody else's pocket that looks like you for that amount of time. With Asians, it's 28 days. They got a whole month. They keep their money in their community for a whole month. When it comes to those in the Jewish community, it's 19 days. When it comes to the average lifespan of a dollar being circulated in the white community, is 17 days. But when it comes to a dollar being recycled in the black community, it's only 6 hours, y'all. It's only 6 hours, less than a day. In less than half a day, we are taking some of our most precious resources and letting everybody else win on the strength of our backs. We control over $1 trillion of gross income in America, and only 2% of that is invested in our community. We have a problem. We do not support our own. And that's the reason why I wanted to build this platform where we can invest in ourselves. This platform is about us investing in each other. All right. So if you want to see us make a deeper investment than just 2%, this is the show. All right. If you have a business or something that you need promoted, I'm giving you a platform. Y'all have seen me drop videos on his channel year after year after year after year. Now it's time for me to step back from me and give it back to y'all. If you have a business or something that you need promoted, here's a platform. If you're trying to start or grow a business and you need help along the way, here's a platform. Maybe you're not a business owner and you don't want to run your own business and you are looking for help on how to get a better job so that you can put food on the table for you and your family. Here's the platform, y'all. This platform is dedicated to helping us get ahead on all levels, spiritually, mentally, professionally, financially. Again, if y'all have questions, and shout out to my brother Chevis, man. Love, brother. Peace. Thank you, black man. I appreciate that. Thank you for investing in your own, brother. Thank you for investing in the community. It really goes a long way, my brothers. And again, this isn't so much so about me. It's just about the Lord using me to create a platform for other brothers and sisters to get on. So once again, when we talk about promoting business, when we talk about you getting the help that you need, if you have a business that you want to see promoted, y'all, send me an email at uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. Give me all the details, and I'll make sure that I mention it in the next episode as long as it's a good fit. Also, if you have a question, okay, if you have a specific question, hey, Uzziah, how do I make my first sale online? Hey, Uzziah, how do I apply for this position? If you have any questions, because I answer questions during the show, okay? If you're trying to get me to answer a question, this is the space. This is your time. All that I ask is if you have a question for your personal benefit, drop the question in the super chat so that way I can pause the show to show you the love. I don't want to always have to pause the show for everybody else's benefit, just to kind of switch gears. I still want to look out, but just out of courtesy to the audience, put a super chat on it so that way I could give you the attention that you deserve. Okay. So again, why did I start the Uzziah show? I started the Uzziah show because we need our own platform where we could support each other. We are not invested in our community, and this is the chance. If you have a business, here's a platform. If you're looking for advice on how to start a business, here's the platform. If you're looking on how to grow professionally, here's the platform. And it ain't just going to be me on here giving y'all game. Again, I want y'all to cam up. I want to start getting brothers and sisters on these calls, so that way, if we see somebody in our community that needs the help, we can give them the advice that we didn't get when we were coming up. Okay. So I do have to say, we put way too much time, money, and energy into everyone else but ourselves. Can I get a witness? We put too much time, money, and energy into everybody else but ourselves. It's like, man, when are we going to give back? When are we going to invest in each other? How are we going to elevate one another, man? It's like, we know how to spend all this money on iPhones and, laptops and the latest fashion. But I would love nothing more than for this show to be a springboard to help a brother start up business, giving a brother business capital, giving a sister business capital. These are the things that's going to help us as a people thrive, because there's a lot going on in society, y'all. Y'all see everything that's going on right now with the pandemic, and y'all see how a lot of these companies are not even allowing you access to work for them unless you get the vaccine. Okay, so for those of y'all that don't get the vaccine, what are you going to do to sustain yourself? This is the reason why I created the show. We cannot wait for other communities to give us handouts for us to be able to provide for ourselves and our households, man. It's time for us as a people to stand up as leaders, to be able to reach out and give back. Some of y'all may know, man, I'm from Los Angeles, California. And when I was growing up, I always ask myself, man, why is it that the people that are successful from our community never give back? I would see brothers, driving around in Ferraris, Rolls Royce, living in, 5-6 story mansions. And I'm like, yo, he came from the same block I did. Why don't he ever come back and show other brothers how to get what he got? This is that show. This is the show that you could share this with anybody for free, and we can help one another get ahead. Let me check my comments to see where the energy is out. Shout out to Native Rain. Peace, brethren. Peace, black man. Peace, please, black man. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you to all of y'all for the support. Let's keep the energy going, y'all. Let's keep the energy going. Make sure that you put a like on this thing, man, because we got to get this message out. We have to get this message out. You know why we really got to get this message out? Because I don't know how long we could really get a platform like this popping. That's really why we got to get the message out ASAP. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know however it goes, whenever black people come together trying to do something collectively, it always ends up turning into something. So right now, while we have the opportunity, while we have the access, y'all, Let's make sure that we support each other. Make sure that you put the like on so that way we can continue to get more and more support per show, and it can reach out and touch somebody who's really in need of it. All right. Shout out to the brother Shama Arya. Shout out to the brother. He said, I'm excited about this. Who's with me? I'm excited about it too, Shama. That's why we're going to do this thing every day, Monday through Friday, Lord's will. The only days that I will not do this during a weekday is if it falls on one of the Lord's high holy days. Those are the only days where I'm going to fall back during the week to really give honor, praise, and glory to the Most High and make it about his show rather than my show. See, again, this is not just the show about, okay, how do we get the bag? Yes, we could show you how to get the bag, but let's do it in a godly way, okay? So while we touching on that, I want to read something real quick because we got to add the God factor into this. A lot of us ain't winning because we don't put God into the thing and into what it is that we do. We do not put God into everything that we do. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse 33, y'all. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. So when you add in that God-like element, there's nothing that you can't do because God is on your side. Don't be so busy chasing the bag that God goes on the back burner. And we're going to talk about that more on the show. We're bringing it all together. We're going to talk about career. We're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about the scriptures. We're going to talk about everything that's necessary for you to be able to thrive and live your life. All right. So thank y'all so much for tapping in with me. Once again, I'm going to want some of y'all to cam up. Shevis, I want you camming up. Azaniah, I want you camming up. Even if you can't do it right now for whatever reason, just get prepared, brothers, because this is where we're going with this thing. We place way too much time, energy, and money into everybody else. Now it's time for us to give back to ourselves. The second reason why I created the Uzziah show is because we need a place where we can be celebrated and not hated. There's a lot of hate in this world. And a lot of that hate comes to you when you strive to become the best version of yourself. See, people will like you when you don't strive for your goals. But once you start trying to do better in your life, not everybody's going to be riding with you along the way. Some of the friends that you had from growing up, some of the boys that you had on your block, they're not comfortable with the new level that you're trying to get on. You know, everybody loves you as long as you're not doing better than them. So for a lot of us, we struggle as a people because you might be that one person that got out the hood. And instead of being celebrated by the same people that you came up with, they're the main people that's trying to kill you. We're going to talk about that more on tomorrow's show. All right. I'm not going to tip my hand on that one too much. Tomorrow's show, we're going to talk about what is the biggest threat to Black success. What is the biggest threat to Black success? Who is holding us back? What is holding us back? Is anything at all holding us back? We're going to talk about that tomorrow, so make sure that you're ready because I want to get some of y'all's feedback, all right? But there's a lot of haters in this world, and it's very easy for you to stop your grind because somebody else has a problem seeing you win. This is going to be the place where people clap for you when you win, just like we clap for Shevis with his graduation. Okay, if you have something that you want to accomplish in your life, this is where we're going to celebrate you for doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, because we know that life is hard. We know that it's not easy. So this is going to be a place of encouragement, but this is also going to be a place where we change the narrative. Okay, we're going to change this narrative, y'all. There's a narrative that comes from society that says that we're lazy, broke, ghetto, and uneducated. Y'all with me? There's a narrative that society pushes that says that we as a people are all lazy, broke, ghetto, and uneducated. So on this show, we're going to start having dialogues to send a new message to the world. We're going to start building an audience where all communities are able to see us as a people. We really are out there doing it. Nah, it's not just about the celebrities. It's not just about the ball players. It's not just about the rappers. We have doctors. We have lawyers. We have entrepreneurs. We have civic leaders. We have thought leaders. Okay. We have people that are thriving in all areas of life. And if we don't showcase that, nobody else will. A lot of our people are not showcasing it on these other platforms because they're afraid to do it. A lot of them are being sponsored by other entities that won't let them talk the way that we're talking right now on this platform. Okay. So it's up to us as a collective community to show the world what Black excellence looks like. It's up to us. If we don't show what Black excellence looks like, then somebody else is going to tell that narrative for us, y'all. And more especially, I know y'all see a lot of what is going on right now in social media. There's been a lot of talk about marriage, especially in the Black community. And there's a stereotype that there's only a few Black men who are actually about something. How many of y'all are familiar with what I'm saying? There's a stereotype amongst our own people that there are no good men around, that all the men are broke, all the men are low down and dirty. And I would love to show a difference in that narrative from Black men's career. I mean, look at the channel, y'all. Look at the title. Black men's career should be the place that people could go to find Black men that are successful and career driven. Adding in the godly aspect as well. This needs to be the place. There should never be a Black woman that looks out to the rest of the world and says, no, ain't no men out here for me. Why? Because you have a platform like Black Men's Career. We're going to be showcasing by the day brothers that have thought-provoking conversation, brothers that have successful careers, brothers that have excellent businesses. We have to bring awareness to this, y'all, because we don't need to let society dictate the narrative for us. Okay. Now, again, I want you to share your progress. Hear me, hear me, my people, hear me. I know that, amongst some of your quote unquote friends, you don't always feel too comfortable sharing your success because you really wonder if they are genuinely happy for you or if they kind of want to see you fail. Y'all know what I'm talking about? There's a difference between friend energy and frenemy energy. This is the place where Black people get celebrated. This is the place where you ain't gotta worry about nobody trying to sabotage you because they see that you're trying to get on. This is not going to be the place where we act like crabs in a barrel. This is going to be the place where when you see another Black man or Black woman get on this platform and do something productive, you're going to cheer for them with all your heart because they are you and we are them. And when any one of us are seen in society, this is how we are all depicted. And now we have to be responsible for changing the story, y'all. All right. So please, if there's something that you got going on right now, like I'm going to give y'all an example. Okay. Shout out to Ariel. Thank you for the super chat, Ariel. Thank you for the super chat. It's greatly appreciated. Okay. So she has a question. How should I sell a product for my business if I don't have a large audience? Okay. Well, one of the first things that you really need to do, Ariel, is begin to build your audience, and you need to start building the audience by getting on the phone with people as well as providing free samples. Okay, now again, here's a lot of game. And even though Ariel's paying for the question, y'all are going to get the game as you go. This is the reason why it's so important for us to invest in one another, because really by Ariel putting this question out there, all of y'all can be on a come up. When you're starting a business, nobody knows you. And so you can't go out there charging top dollar. You have to express your value and then generate attention through word of mouth marketing. You have to express your value and then generate word of mouth marketing. All right. So I want y'all to leave me some comments on some of the different businesses that y'all have, or some of the different businesses that y'all would like to get into. So I'm gonna give an example. I saw there was Mikhail a little bit earlier. He talked about farming. Let's say that you own your own farm and you want to start selling grass-fed beef throughout your community. Well, before you can start selling on a profitable scale, I strongly recommend that you start taking samples of your grass-fed beef and just start giving it out to like the closest 5 to 10 people that are in your circle. The reason why you're going to do this is because you need to start building raving fans. You need to start building an audience of people that believe in your product and they are willing to share it with other people. Okay. These raving fans are going to be your biggest ambassadors. But the problem is, some of y'all are so eager to make a dollar that you sabotage the process of just getting your message out there. Start putting your product out there. You know why? Because at the end of the day, it's going to come back to you. Because what happens if you can get 10 people all loving your grass-fed beef? Guess what they're going to do? They're going to start telling other people about your grass-fed beef. And then those people are going to start telling other people about grass-fed beef. And then you're going to be the go-to person when grass-fed beef is the thing to get. Okay, it really starts as simply as that. Okay, so before you think about, I gotta have my LLC incorporation, I've gotta have my business card, before you do any of that, make sure that you have a viable product that works. Make sure that you have something that people want, that they're willing to pay for. And the best way to make sure that your product is viable and you will be able to build your audience is by making sure that strangers compliment you on it. Don't just go and put your life savings into your business just because your mama said she likes your business. Don't do that. Because mama is always going to tell you that she loves what you do. You know, she might be capping for you. You have to start putting out enough content that people start to hear what you say who don't know you from a hole in the wall and be like, yo, this person is on to something. Real quick, let me give a quick shout out. Quick shout out to Elior. Quick shout out to Elior for the super chat, $25 super chat. Shout out to my brother Native for that $9.99 super chat once again. Okay, I see y'all. I'm about to get to y'all's questions. I'm going to finish up the question with Ariel, and then we're back on. All right, so the essence of selling your product begins with word of mouth marketing. Some of the best restaurants in America have no marketing, and people are wrapped behind the door. People are wrapped around the block waiting to get into that restaurant. Why? Because they've delivered a product that was so exceptional, everybody is talking about it. Okay. So when we talk about, having a product, making sales, building audience, Sometimes you just want to start putting it out for free. You're going to use those free samples. And you know what you need to do on the backside? And I'm going to kind of close it out here. I talk about this more in my program, 0 to 6 figures. Okay. And we'll talk about that a little bit later, but I'll cap it off here. You really want to use the free sample people as a test audience. Give out free samples, find out from them how good it really is. Have them rated on a scale of 1 to 10. To give it to them for free. Ask them, hey, is this something that you would pay for? If you were to pay for this, what would you change? Would you have better packaging? Would you add more flavor? Would you change the texture? What is it that you would change as a part of this product if you were going to be a buying customer, if you're going to be a paying customer? Because if your product is good, they're going to turn right back around and buy it from you again anyway. Anytime any of us get good food, they're not just going to eat it one time. So take in all their feedback. And then once you've gotten in the feedback and you refine your product, then that's when you can make your product out there for sale. You can start with a warm audience that's small, going to word of mouth, and then over time, you can begin to scale up. All right. So Nicole P, shout out, Nikki P. What a beautiful example on how to give back to the community. Shout out to the sister Claudia. We need to see you very soon in Austin, Claudia. I just want to put that out there. Shout out to the House of Rose. Shout out to the young God. They just had a newborn baby, y'all. That's success in itself. That's a success in itself. And I ain't going to be putting too much of their business out there, but I'm sincere about us celebrating each other, y'all. That was a long time coming for the House of Rose. So congratulations on y'all's newborn son. Much love and respect. All right. And now let's go back to Native's question on, I believe rap music is very detrimental to, it wasn't a question, it was just a comment. Thanks for the super chat. He said, I believe rap music is very detrimental to our community. I can separate entertainment from reality, but it seems like some of our people can't. Absolutely. When we talk about how detrimental rap music can be, it's the type of music that pits us against each other. Again, this show is for us to celebrate each other, and that's hard for us to do because we're already in a, contentious spirit, angry spirit, murderous spirit, competitive spirit, and we got to get out of that spirit if we want to get ahead collectively. Now, Elior had a question. It says, what are your thoughts on a hospitality industry? Would it be a wise investment biblically? Tell me a little bit more, Elior, about what it is that you want to do. Leave me a comment on what your specific plans are. And as soon as I see that comment, I'll add in more feedback. Even if you want to cam up to have more of a conversation on it, we can do that. Okay. What are your thoughts on the hospitality industry? Would it be a wise investment biblically? Okay. So yes, when we talk hospitality, there's such a wide range of things that are offered in the hospitality sector. So what is it specifically that you're looking to set up? Are you looking to come up with some type of concierge service? What is it that you would like to do? Give me a little bit more detail on that. And again, I'm going to give you my link to join so that way you can cam up and ask questions right here so I can make sure that I give you the attention that you deserve. Thank you so much for your super chat. Okay, so while Elior is doing that, we're going to get back on topic. All right. So like I said, the number one reason I created this show is because we need our own platform to support each other. The second reason I created this show is because we need a place where we can be celebrated. There's too much hater energy in society. There's too many people that, side eye you and look down at you whenever they see you winning because it's out of insecurity. In the eyes of many, your success is their failure. So this is a platform that you can hop on where when you succeed here and you tell us about it, we're literally applauding you. We are literally celebrating your success. And beyond just the celebration part, because there's so much more to success than the celebration, the oftentimes the win only comes on the back end of blood, sweat, and tears, right? So when you need that extra push, this is the platform. When you need an accountability partner because you're not doing what you're supposed to do, this is the platform. And when you need confirmation that you're going in the right direction, like Elior asked, this is the platform. Okay, this is the platform where we really strive to help each other win as much as we can. And lastly, the third reason. All right, I need some of y'all to start getting on this link. I need y'all to start giving me, let's start seeing some faces on here, man. Start getting on this link. All right. So tap in, get in on this link, and just join in. I'm going to have you in the waiting room. I'm going to queue you up. It's going to be lovely. I want to get some of y'all's feedback on the show. I want to see, do you agree? Do you agree that we need a platform where we can invest in each other? Do you agree that we need a platform where we can celebrate each other and block out the haters? Do you agree? Here's the third point. It's important that you get mentor from somebody that looks like you. Let me run that back. It's important that you get mentorship from successful people who look like you. And the reason I stress this is because how many times have you tried to accomplish something, but you were the only Black person that you knew doing it? How many times have you tried to accomplish something in your life and you were the only Black person that you know that was doing it? Maybe for some of y'all that went to college, you were the only Black kid in class and you felt some kind of way as a result. This is why it is necessary that you get mentorship from successful people, not just your uncle sitting on a stoop with an opinion while he got a bottle in his hand. I'm not talking about that guy. Just because he looked like you, that's not everything. This is about us having an active community of successful, career-driven people who have been where you've been and have gotten to the other side. And they have enough love and charity to want to give back to you. Okay. How many times have you felt disconnected because you couldn't relate to other communities in seeing them win? How many times have you seen somebody from another culture winning in life and you couldn't fully vibe with them all the way because you're like, you did that, but there's no way I could have ever done that because I didn't get the same support in my community. I didn't get the same funding. I'm not a trust fund baby like somebody else is. How many times have you ever looked at somebody else's success or somebody else, shining in another community, but you never felt like you could mirror that success because there were certain things that just didn't add up in terms of the steps along the way for your own personal journey? This is the reason why I created this show. I want you to get help from a person that understands what you're going through. Listen, y'all, I've been homeless. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I used to get in fights. I was in remedial English. I almost didn't go to high school. I was cutting up as a young dude. So I'm not coming on here thinking, because I come from the suburbs, all of you lowly folks, y'all ain't never going to make it. No, I've been where you've been, and I know the dangers along the way. And if I can help you maneuver around that, then I'm doing the job that God called me to do. And y'all should be happy that we got a platform like this. So what I want y'all now to do is I want y'all to get on. I want y'all to get on. Cam up with me. Now is the time for Q&A. Now is the time where we open up the lines for you to get on camera, Stop being shy, y'all. One of y'all got to jump out there. Jump out. Hey, Shama, jump out there, man. One of y'all got to jump out there. I need somebody to jump out there, to get out there, to get Cam up, so that way we can start to really talk about this thing, man. We're talking about this topic, okay? Why I started the show. I started the show because we need our own platform where we can support each other, because we don't invest in our own. I started the show because we need a place where we can be celebrated and not hated. I started this show because it's important that you get help from somebody that looks like you. All right. That's not to say that you can't pick up game from other cultures, but sometimes it's just helpful when somebody that looks like you is talking the talk, because you know that they can relate to where you're coming from. If somebody else is coaching you and mentoring you, you don't actually know that they know what it's like to walk in your shoes. So who's going to scam up? Who's going to start asking questions? We got 20 folks on here live. Let's make sure that y'all are liking. Make sure y'all smashing this thumbs up button. Make sure that you're sharing this message. Okay. So questions, you can have free questions. All I need you to do is get on this broadcast. Click the link. Okay. Click the, okay. Yasharala. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yasharala, what's going on, my brother? Click the link. Okay. Click the, okay. Yasharala. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yasharala, what's going on, my brother? Good to go. Click the link. Okay. Click the, okay. Yasharala. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yasharala, is the show planning? Okay, your background. Okay, I think you muted it on your end. We good to go. What's going on, King?
I'm doing good. Doing good, Elder. Doing good. But you was right. If you can hear me on a lot of things.
Loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, you was right on a lot of things. Like, we don't support our own. I noticed that a few years ago. Like, brothers and sisters trying to do business and don't promote their business since they don't post no website, no email, no nothing. I'm still buying from Esau for his t-shirts.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then they call and ask you about coming trucking. And I give them advice on trucking. It goes in one ear out the other, and they call me Dan and Jam.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. So what do you think about the show in terms of, do you really think that our people will take advantage of this as a free opportunity? Because, okay, would you agree, Yasha Allah, that for us as a people, we complain about how we may not have certain benefits or certain resources as other communities, but with the resources that we're given, we don't make the most of it? Would you agree that we as a people don't often make the most of the resources that are afforded to us?
Yes, that is true. We don't.
So go ahead.
The information is there. We just procrastinate. You know, because I do credit repair on the side. And you get the information, and it's like 3 weeks. I'm like, you haven't done anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I haven't received a payment, not even the first payment. You know what I'm saying? And then I give them free jewels like you're doing. They still don't want to do that.
Wow.
And then when you tell them that the new laws are changing, but the government is going to take over credit, and you're going to be screwed. Ain't no fixing then.
Right. There you go. So, my people, we got to step it up, man. You know, we create these platforms, and the game is here. The opportunity is here. Once again, this brother just told you that he does credit repair on the side. So just think about just having this one man on this platform can be an incredible asset when it comes to credit repair, because Lord knows a lot of us got jacked up credit. But we've got to be able to make the most of the resources. And a lot of times, what do we end up doing? We ask the questions, but then we don't make use of the answers. You know, we want it to be like a magic bullet where as soon as you ask a brother, okay, how do I fix my credit? As soon as you hear it, it's your credit is magically at an 800 plus, but you ain't done nothing. You ain't disputed nothing. You haven't sent in nothing to the bureaus. Like there's nothing that you've done to actually go through the process. So my people, let's do better, y'all. Let's do better. Let's let this be a platform where we could bring out the information, we can put each other on, and we can soak up game and all get to the next level. All right. So thank you so much, Yasha Allah. Thank you for the super chat. Happy to have you on. And I'm looking forward to us speaking more in some future episodes. No doubt. All right. So my brother Elior, you're up next. Elior. What's going on, my brother?
Shalom. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Good to see you, man. Shalom. Peace.
Yes, sir. Same to you. About my question.
Okay.
I'm really more so because I live in a tourist town, live in a tourist area. I'm looking more so investing in Airbnbs and stuff like that. But you know, most people when they come down here to get them, they reveling, they doing all this wicked stuff. So I don't know if it's blurring the lines, basically, if I invest in it.
I got you. Okay. Well, you know, since I know that we always add in the God element, we'll talk about how we can bring that God element into this business venture. Okay. Now, this is in the book of 1 Corinthians.
Okay.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31 says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. Now, for those of y'all that are listening, what this means is you were created within this world. We know that our kingdom is not of this world, so you're always going to be amidst worldly people.
Yeah.
Now, whatever worldly people do, that's on them, but just make sure that you're not abusing the ways of the world by doing the same customs of the world. So I'll give an example. I am a landlord in North Austin. Years ago, I had a tenant that, you know, celebrated all kinds of different customs that might have been different than what I celebrated.
Yeah.
But just because this person celebrated those customs, it didn't mean that, okay, they don't need a place to stay. If they're going to have a place to stay, somebody's got to be the real estate investor, right?
Yeah.
So for me, the main focus is that I'm not doing the things that's taking me off the pivot of following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. I'm not doing no business on a Lord's Sabbath. I'm not, you know, partaking in the reveling that you spoke of. When you start doing Airbnbs, right, you're not going to know who's coming in there. You're not going to know who's doing what.
Exactly.
So you got to make sure that you structure the business in a way where you do your business from afar, just as a property owner or a person that promotes your property. But whatever they do in their personal time has nothing to do with you. Now, going along with that, don't give them a layup to do something worldly. You know what I mean? Like, don't give them Molly on the kitchen table as a welcome gift, you know, for the Airbnb, because then that's when you get in violation of living, you know, according to your scriptures, right? But as long as you're not partaking in the ways of the world, that's the number one focus. Okay. So when we talk about this Airbnb, absolutely, that is going to definitely be one of the most thriving industries over the next decade, especially because there's so many people that don't know how to even use Airbnb. So as the industry continues to grow, there's going to be more demand and there's going to be a lot more money into Airbnb. I'm actually looking into leasing one of my units for real estate. And whenever I open up another unit, I actually plan on using Airbnb instead of going through a traditional 1-year lease.
Yeah.
Because you'll be able to generate a lot more cash flow than if it was just you know, having a person giving you a monthly lease.
Yeah, you'll make more money versus your maintenance costs and everything over time. Yeah.
There you go. So what's your plan, Elior, concerning using Airbnb? How do you plan on getting involved? Do you plan on you getting a property and then Airbnb being it out, or do you have another strategy?
Really just getting a property first. I mean, I've been hearing there's other ways that you can do it, but I think just me owning everything will be the safer route, you know, and I can pass it down, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you know, I would just tell you, and again, shout out to the brother Elior, because as he's asking this question and gave a super chat, he's given free game to everybody else because everybody will be able to benefit and learn from this. It's not necessarily the best or the most lucrative option to Airbnb your own property. Here's what I mean when I say this. You can buy a property and you can Airbnb it out. But the only downside to that is that you're only able to make as much money as the amount of units that you have in the property that you bought. Does that make sense? So let's say that you got a duplex, for example, and you say, hey, I want to Airbnb this out. Well, you can only Airbnb out each unit at a time. One thing that I would strongly recommend to a lot of brothers that want to get into the Airbnb game, don't wait to own the property to start Airbnb-ing it. Create an Airbnb rental company where you will go to different landlords offering to take their properties and promote it on Airbnb. You will make them the money that they would typically make from a standard tenant, and then you agree on a portion of profit that will then go to you. And you'll make money from because see, when you do it that way, Elior, it's unlimited. Yeah. If you do it through your own property, you are limited to how many properties you own. But if you do it through an Airbnb company where anybody has access to be able to rent out somebody else's property, I mean, you could rent properties like that all around the world. So again, it's different approaches. I'm not telling you not to do it the way that you want to do it, because like I said, I own property and I plan on doing it the way that you're talking about doing it. But if you were thinking about buying a property just for the sake of getting in on the Airbnb game, you may want to consider this other option also, because keep in mind,
it's a beach property. It'll be a beach property.
Got you. So, you know, that in and of itself, again, it could be lucrative because you're talking about a tourist location. And obviously a beach property, you know, you'll be able to charge a good amount to be able to get renters there. But make sure that you do the math. Yeah. Do the math before you go one way or another, because when you get the property, you end up paying for, you know, the mortgage, the property taxes, the maintenance, all of those things. There's multiple ways you can get into the Airbnb game. So just before you get into any one thing, before you get set, think about all of the reasons why you want to get into this Airbnb game. Do the math. Don't put yourself in a hole no matter what you do. And whichever one makes the most sense, make sure that you go for it.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Appreciate you, my brother. Much success. And real quick, before I let you go, give us your thoughts, man. Do we need our own platform to support each other?
Most definitely. Just being in my profession, I've noticed this when I go on training seminars, go to different locations for different meetings. You know, these other nations, they go to lunch and it's like 8 or 9 of them together and they just talking business.
Right.
You know? talking about regular things that occur in their lives. You know, they sharing information. You see this every
There you
day.
go.
They go to lunch. When they're at work, they're sharing life stories. You know, they're passing along information that's valuable.
There
And
you go.
you look at our community, you don't see that as much. You see it in certain pockets, but you don't see it as prevalent. And this is a start. This is a solid start.
Absolutely, man. And that's what it's all about. You know, we're not in the right rooms to get the game so that we can do better. And I really pray that our people take this opportunity seriously, because different than having to go to the business lunch or to the golf course or to whatever other arena to be able to learn how to get things done, you could do this right from the comfort of your own home. You could do it while you're traveling. You could do it on your phone. You could do it on your tablet. I mean, it's all right here. So thank you so much, my brother, for hopping on. You know, I definitely celebrate you in advance on the success that you'll have. Please make sure that you hop on here, man, and let us know whenever you go one way or the other with it, and keep us posted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do. Shalom.
All right. Shalom, my brother. All right, so we now have Shevis on, my brother Shevis. Now, make sure that if y'all are just getting on the show, welcome. Make sure that you smash the like button. Make sure that you show love, show the super chats. All right, super chat is starting to dry up a little bit. If you like what we're doing here, y'all, let's invest in our community. Let's invest in the mission. We got our brother Shevis Watson in the house. Shalom, my brother. Welcome and congratulations again.
Shalom, Wasan, Christ bless. Appreciate you inviting me into the space, brother. Appreciate all the love and building the power. You know, I ain't nobody special, man. I don't need all man. That, but I appreciate the acknowledgement. You know,
you're a special brother indeed, man. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about Pure Justice? I see you got the Pure Justice shirt on. Tell us about that.
All right, yeah, Pure Justice. We are a policy-based group here in the Houston area that seeks to. I'll try to put it in layman's terms, huh? We seek to identify communal issues between directly impacted communities, that being the Black community, that being the Latino community, that being the formerly incarcerated community, that being the justice-involved demographic, that being the chronologically disadvantaged, those that have suffered without health care for, you know, a decade,
right.
Single-parent homes that may have a barrier with education, childcare, so on and so forth. So we seek to organize and advocate in those demographics, those communities, and try to form policy, effective policy around it, since we have somewhat of a direct pipeline to policymakers in the Houston area, both in the city and the state.
Gotcha. So our brother Shevis, as y'all can see, he's doing work in the community. Yo, Shevis be in these streets, y'all. There'll be a lot of our people that, you know, they might talk a good one about being for the people. This brother, he's really out there, man. He is really in the streets helping our community. So let's celebrate the brother for that. And as I said, you know, the brother recently completed a graduation type program at the University of Houston. On to bigger and better things for the brother. If you're just tapping in, welcome. If you have questions, make sure that you join the link. If you want to be able to chime in, give your feedback. All right, open lines. Now's the time for you. Make sure that you jump in, y'all. Make sure that you jump in. This is for you. If you come in, make sure that you smash the like button, and make sure that you just say hello. All right, make sure that you just show yourself. Okay. Brother said super chat isn't available on my region. I'm glad that you said that. Let me put this on here real quick. Cash App, Black Men's Career. All right, Cash App, Black Men's Career. Shout out to the brother Benaiah, Georgia. He just hopped on. Shout out to that brother. Shout out. All right, thank you so much. All right, now my brother Shevis, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of why you really came on here. What do you think about the reasons as to why I started the Uzziah show? Do you believe that we need our own platform where we can support each other? Do you believe that we need a safe space for us to be celebrated rather than hated? And do you believe in the significance of mentorship coming from someone who understands where you've been?
I couldn't have said it better. I think we always have to be reactive. The media, the news, I think we always have to be reactive. And so you creating the space and we discussing ways to make a multimedia network of sort provides us the platform to change the narrative.
Right.
To initiate the processes rather than just participate in the processes. Mentorship. I think, being in the community, I don't think folks really understand impact or value, or they seek the accurate outcomes if they're not directly, like you said, if they don't know what you've been through,
right?
If they can't relate. But what we see now is a relation being on standards and ethics rather than becoming attached by certain influences, like someone's beauty or someone's profession, but more so what they have to offer and maybe the actions and ideas that they can contribute. And so mentorship on somebody that knows what you've been through is only impactful and effective.
Facts. Yeah, I gotta tell the story, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me, Chevis. I can't let it be all the way private. Chevis and I, we both went to Baylor University. And when we went to Baylor, man, there was like a subtle culture where we kind of knew that there was a lot on our shoulders because we were the select few Black people that were trying to represent our community in an upright fashion. You with me? Like when, to go to these prestigiously, white institutions, predominantly white institutions, there's not a lot of us there to begin with. And so a lot of times, we went to school with people that might have went there and was like, man, I wish I would have went to a HBCU or this and that. And part of the reason is because, just having that relationship where you understand somebody knows what it's like to grow up in a certain background, to grow up with, maybe come from a single mother home, know what it's like to, work your way out of the streets, work your way out of gangs, whatever the case may be. Having that type of rapport with someone. And this was the reason why so many people love Miss Beverly. I'm, speaking specific to Baylor talk right now for the rest of y'all that's on. But this is the reason why we would always celebrate even faculty members that were Black, because it gave us a sense of belonging. It gave us a sense of comfort. It gave us a sense of reassurance that, hey, there's somebody out here who is actually rooting for us. And that's really what this platform is all about. And that's the reason why I've been keeping this congratulations, Chevis, on the screen for so long. Just simply because, I want our community as a whole to be able to see other Black men on here showcasing their strengths and their impact on the community. Just in the 3 Black men that have been on the show in 1 hour, we've discussed brothers repairing credit. We've discussed brothers getting into real estate investments. We've discussed brothers making real impact in the community on a grassroots level. And so it's just so important, man, that we get this message out there, because the more that we can network and evangelize the message, the more that we can bring in other resources that can kind of help us all bring forth change in the community. As you know, with pure justice, we have to have more than just a voice. We have to be able to have money. We have to be able to have resources. We have to be able to have influence. We have to be able to connect with people in different sectors of life. And that's just my prayer of what will come from this show. So I definitely appreciate your support, my brother. Anything
Absolutely.
else that you wanted to speak on?
It's you know, at the core of a lot of things that you say for our community, it's about access.
Right.
You know, access can breed innovation, and we can find results, man. So wishing you nothing but the best. Thank you
my
for
brother.
creating the space, man.
Hey,
all praises.
All praises, man. And I want to thank you, my brother, because you and your household, man, just put up $100 super chat as a way of really helping the show get off the ground.
Word.
That means a lot to me, my brother. Much love.
We love you,
already
man.
know what it is, man.
All right, peace.
Peace, man. Peace, my brother. Yes. So thank you so much. Thank you. Shout out to our sister Catalina, a great resource in the community, especially when it comes to real estate. And once again, Catalina, Uzziah at blackmenscareer.com. Send me an email. I want to showcase what it is that you do within the community and how we can do business with you specifically to help the community get ahead. So again, for those of y'all that are just joining, welcome to the Uzziah Show. We've already touched on a lot. This platform is created so that way we have a way to support each other because we don't support each other enough. We've created this show to celebrate each other and get rid of the haters. And we've also created this show so that you can have the opportunity to receive guidance and mentorship from somebody that looks like you. Man, I'm telling you, I would have killed coming up to be able to know brothers that understood how to be able to improve your credit, brothers that understood how to invest in real estate. Man, you got so many people that's out here that's just trying to take your money, who don't care nothing about you and where you come from and do not have your best interests at heart. So when we get more people on this show and get more people camming up, this just creates an avenue for us to be able to win, y'all. So as we bring this thing to a close, because y'all been rocking with me for a minute and nobody else has joined the open lines, I know that there are some of you out there who may be wondering, Uzziah, how do I work with you professionally to get to the next level? I appreciate the show. I appreciate having the space. How do I work with you further? One way that you could work with me further is by being a part of my annual coaching program known as your Breakthrough Year. Okay. I offer a 12-month elite coaching program known as your Breakthrough Year that's designed to help you reach your goals, make more money, and maximize your productivity. And for everybody that joined tonight on the show, I'm giving you a 14-day free trial to get into the program. I'm giving y'all a 14-day free trial to get into the program. Okay. So I know that a lot of y'all have goals. A lot of y'all have some great things that you want to do. And I want to be able to facilitate that. I want to be able to support that. I want to be in your corner for that. So be on the lookout real soon. I'm going to put it in the comments section in just a second. I'm just getting myself together here. And I'm going to put the link in here for y'all to be able to get in on a 14-day free trial. All right. So that way you can level up and do the things that you need to do in your business, in your day-to-day. This is all about creating generational wealth. Okay. So once again, Breakthrough Year gives you a step-by-step process to reach your biggest goals 10 times faster. The reason it's called your Breakthrough Year is because this program is designed to show you how you can have your most productive year ever. You know, a lot of people started 2021 saying, this is going to be my year. This is going to be my year. But if you don't know the tools, the steps, the systems, and the resources on how to get ahead, it's always going to be a challenge. So what I've done in this 12-month program is I've put together a series of trainings to show you how the most successful people in the world manage their time, money, and energy to get amazing results. So if you want to have a breakthrough within the next 12 months, I highly recommend you take advantage of that free trial. All right. The link is there. The link is on the screen. Make sure that you hop in. All right. So with that being said, y'all, remember, this is just the start. This is just the start. If you have not done so yet, please make sure that you smash the thumbs up button. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you give a super chat. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about what is the biggest enemy to Black success. I'm letting y'all know in advance, so you got time to prep on this. What is the biggest enemy to Black success? Is there anything that's holding us back in 2021? Is there something that's holding you back? Is there something that's holding you back? Who or what is holding you back? And I want us to talk about that tomorrow. Today, I wanted to keep it light, and I just wanted to go over the reason why I started this show. But tomorrow, we really going to start peeling back some of those layers. I want to get your feedback. I want to get you tapping in. Okay. I know I have my thoughts on the subject. So make sure that you tune in. And anybody that you know of that needs to hear this, have them tune in also. If you're just coming in and you're not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe. It's important that we build this audience so that way we can show our people that there is content out here that is specifically designed for you and your benefit. We're answering questions. We're giving out game on. Today, we talked about how to be able to set up Airbnb investing from scratch. We talked about how to become a best-selling author. We talked about how to start selling products, even if you don't have a well-established audience. This is the type of conversation that we need to have from one day to the next, y'all. And again, if somebody has questions about how to achieve greater levels of success, then invite them to the show. Make sure that they're on live. This is where I address all questions. If you know somebody with a business who has a question or needs help with promotion, make sure they tune in live. Remember, this show is for you. So if you have a business that you want to see promoted as early as tomorrow, make sure that you hit me up. Send me an email at uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. Make sure that you give me your business website. Make sure that you give me your business details, phone numbers, whatever it is that you need me to plug. I'll plug it as long as it's in alignment with where this show is going, which is career development under the banner of the Most High. All right. So remember, y'all, this show is for you. So if you have any ideas that you want me to talk about on the next show, let me know. Send me an email. Y'all got my email, uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. Let me know if there's certain things that you want me to talk about, certain things that you want me to address. If it's something important that you really need me to talk about, I'm all in. All right. So hit me up, uzziah@blackmenscareer.com. With that being said, I love y'all. I thank y'all. This was groundbreaking, and this is just day one. I'm excited for our show tomorrow. I'm excited for all of us to reach new levels of success. That's what I'm praying for. Let's continue to pray for each other. Let's continue to take those next steps that we need to get to the next level. And let's change the narrative, y'all. All right. So y'all have a blessed night. And I will see you for tomorrow's episode of the Uzziah Show.